Hello student, I have come with those all previous year question paper and we are discussing about those all previous year chapters, previous year question papers which has already been asked in examination and how board members are framing the question. So we can discuss these all things here clearly. So in old days they were giving these questions just like these stanza is being taken from poems and you have to answer 4 questions here, but right now pattern changed. I used to say that if you are getting poems here stanza, then you have to face 5 questions. You will get 5 questions here and you have to answer these 5 questions, and each context contain 5 marks. So in old days, in previously it was given there 4 marks, and but now it's 5 marks. This is being given. So now let's start from here. And so same things you are getting, or still you are getting, or you can do this or this. So right now you are still getting, but the most important thing is there we are discussing about this literature question paper. It's same as it is, little bit only mark scheme is little bit different, but the questions are being asked in examination and how the board members are framing the question. It's very important to understand these all questions properly before giving examination, and be aware that how board members are framing questions. To see, in old days it was being given the 5 marks questions, means that they had given 5 questions, and they were giving here 5 marks also. But right now you are getting here 5 questions, but you have to answer only 4 questions, and each questions contain 3 marks. So it is total 12 marks from first flight. We are talking about that, and 2 questions are being taken from footprints without feet. So 6 you can also add. So it's total 18 marks. But in previously there were only 10 marks. In 10 marks they were asking these questions and you have to answer. So its weightage is given here. It's total 18 marks now from here. So let's start discussing with this question. So in those terms you have to also write that 30 to 40 words in answer, and right now still you have to write in these answers in 30 to 40 words. And questions framing are the same as it is. You can see here that how they have given same like that. How do we learn about the financial condition of the bakers of Goa? Second, how did M. Loisel try to make his wife happy? Third, describe the flight of the Dakota, the aeroplane, till it landed safely at the airport. And next, what experiments did Griffin carry out, and what was the final result of these experiments? Next, what were the noodles versions to describe the so-called sandwich? So these questions are being given here, and but when we are talking about long questions, so we have already discussed these all things, and still it is making here like that. In those days it was given 8 marks, but now still you will get here 6 marks. Six marks each portions, means that 6 marks from footprints without feet, and 6 marks from 6 marks from first flight, and 6 marks from footprints without feet. So it is, see how questions same as it is. In those days you have to answer 100 to 150 words, but nowadays you have to answer 100 to 120 words. And the questions you are getting, see, answer the following question in 100, about 100 to 150 words. So now to 100 to 120 words, but there are 2 questions as it is. Still you are getting, there are 2 questions, but you have to attempt only 1 question. So 1 question is being asked from here, that once we decide to achieve something, so many difficulties come in our way. With focused attentions, we can make that achievements. How did Valli succeed in fulfill her desire to riding a bus? So this question is being taken from Madam Ride the Bus, and this having the pets is not just a pastime, it is a big responsibility. Comment with the difference to the story. Misville the author. This is taken from Misville the author. Bring out the values one needs to have to keep animals as a pets. So this you can see that there are 2 questions, but you have to attempt only 1 question. And in these days, in nowadays, this pattern is also going on. You have to answer only 1 question. You will get 2 questions. It's depend on you that which question is easy for for you, and you can write and explain. But always keep in your mind that whenever you are writing your answer, to give proper content. Don't write unnecessary thing. How questions are being asked, no? So you have to write answer according to that. And second, it's taken from the footprints without feet. So there are also two questions, and you will have to attempt only one question here. Question: school education turned Bholi from a dumb cow into a bold girl. How did she save her father from a huge expense and become his the support in his old age? See what is the weightage. The students, see here now how many times previously these questions are being repeated. These questions are being repeated. See, this question means that this chapter's questions means that Bholi chapter's weightage is really very high in previously, and still its chapter's weightage is going on. So you need to be aware and be confident. And second question is being taken that what projects and experiments did the EBRAT undertake it. So you can see this is also either you can do this question or you can write this questions answer. So you need to be aware, confident, and see that how still those all questions are being repeated here. And I will tell you again that you need to attempt this when you are practicing. So you should must write answer of this question, this question, this question, and all these questions. You need not leave. But when you will give your board examination, and that times you need to be aware that you need to attempt only one questions out of these two questions. So these questions are very important for you practicing. And I have already made those all short summaries content which is very necessary to understand these lessons, and I have added these all things in playlist, so you can keep revision from there also. It is very beneficial for you, and keep revision and keep practice.